사도맹식TV 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 반갑습니다. 오늘은 2024년 9월 20일 금요일입니다. 현재 시간은 오전 5시 59분입니다. 영어 성경 읽기를 하고 있습니다. 구약 성경 스가랴 11장부터 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. Open thy doors, O Lebanon, that the fire may devour thy cedars. Howl for tree, for the cedar is fallen, because the mighty are spoiled. Howl, O ye oaks of Basan, for the forest of the vintage is come down. There is a voice of the howling of the shepherds, for their glory is spoiled. A voice of the roaring of young lions, for the pride of Jordan is spoiled. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. For I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, says the Lord, but lo, I will deliver the man, everyone, into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king. And they shall smite the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them. And I will feed the flock of slaughter, even you, O poor of the flock. And I took unto me 2 stables, the one I called beauty, and the other I called banders. And I fed the flock. 3 shepherds also I cut off in 1 month, and my soul loathed them, and their soul also abhorred me. Then said I will not pity you, that dies, let it die, and that is to be cut off, let it be cut off, and let the rest eat every one the press of another. And I took my step, even beauty, and cut it asunder, that I might break my covenant, which I had made with all the people. And it was broken in that day, and so the poor of the plague that waited upon me knew that it was the word about the Lord. And I said unto them, if ye think good, give me my price, and if not, forbear. So they weighed for my price 30 pieces of silver. And the Lord said unto me, cast it unto the potter, a goodly price that I was prized yet of them. And I took the 30 pieces of silver and cast them to the potter in the house of the Lord. Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even benders, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Jerusalem, Judah and Israel. And the Lord said unto me, take unto thee yet the instruments about policy shepherd. For lo, I will raise up a shepherd in the land, which shall not visit those that be cut off, neither shall seek the young one, nor heal that is broken, nor feed that stands still, but he shall eat flesh about pet and tear the clothes in pieces. O to the idle shepherd that leaves the plague, the sword shall be upon his arm, and upon his right eye his arm shall be clean dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. The burden about the word of the Lord for Israel, says the Lord, which stretches forth the heavens and lays the foundation of the earth, and foremost the spirit of man within him. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup about traveling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in the siege, both against Judah and against Jerusalem. And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burden some stone for all people, all that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces. To all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. In that day, says the Lord, I will smite every horse with astonishment, and his rider with madness, and I will open mine eyes upon the house of Judah, and will smite every horse of the people with blindness, and the governors of Judah shall say in their heart, the inhabitants of Jerusalem shall be my strength in the Lord of hosts, their God. In the day will I make the governors of Judah like an hills of fire among the wood, and like a torch of a fire in a ship, and they shall devour all the people round about on the right hand and on the left, and Jerusalem shall be inhabited again in her own place, even in Jerusalem. The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah, first that the glory of the house of David, and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord before them. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. And I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and of supplications, and they shall look upon me whom they have pierced, and they shall mourn for him as one mourns for his only son, and shall be in bitterness for him as one that is in bitterness for his firstborn. In the day shall there be a great mourning in Jerusalem, as the mourning of had Grimon in the belly of Megiddo, and the land shall mourn every family apart. The family of the house of David apart, and there are waivers apart. The family of the house of Nathan apart, and there are waivers apart. The family of the house of Levi apart, and there are waivers apart. The family of Shimei apart, and there are waivers apart. All the families that remain, every family apart, and there are waivers apart. In that day there shall be a fountain opened to the house of David and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem for sin and for uncleanness. And they shall come to pass in that day, says the Lord of hosts, that I will call upon the names of the idols out of the land, and they shall no more be remembered. And also I will cause the prophets and the unclean spirit to pass out about the land. And it shall come to pass that when any shall let prophecy, then his father and his mother that beget him shall say unto him, Thou shalt not live, for thou speakest rise in the name of the Lord, and his father and his mother that begat him shall trust him through when he prophesies. And it shall come to pass in that day that the prophets shall be ashamed everyone of his vision when he has prophecies. Neither shall they wear low garment of to deceive. But he shall say, I am not a prophet, I am an husbandman, for men sought me to keep cattle from my youth. And one shall say unto him, What are these wonders in sign handles? Then he shall answer, Those with which I was wounded in the house of my friends. Wake also war against my shepherd and against the man that is my peril. Says the Lord of hosts, smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little ones. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, says the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, The Lord is my God. Behold, the day of the Lord comes, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the woman lavished. And the harper of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle, and his feet shall stand in that day upon the mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem on the east, and the mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst therefore toward the east and toward the west, and there shall be a very great valley, and half of the mountain shall remove toward the north, and half of it toward the south. And his feet shall stand in that day upon the mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem on the east, and the mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof toward the east of the east, and toward the west, and there shall be a very great valley, and the half of the mountain shall remove toward the north, and the half of it toward the south. And it shall come to pass in that day that the light shall not be clear nor dark. But it shall be one day which shall be known to the Lord, not a day nor night, but it shall come to pass that at evening time it shall be light, and it shall be in the day that living waters shall go out from Jerusalem, half of them toward the former sea, and half of them toward toward the hinder sea. In summer and in winter shall it be. And the Lord shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Lord, and his name one. All the land shall be turned as plain from Geba to Rimmon, south of Jerusalem, and it shall be lifted up and inhabited in her place. For Benjamin's gate unto the place about the first gate unto the corner gate, and from the toward of Hananiel unto the king's wine presses. And the man shall dwell in it, and there shall be no more utter destruction, but Jerusalem shall be safely inhabited. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their press shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their horse, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold everyone on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. And Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wells of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together, gold and silver and apparel in great abundance. And so shall be the plague of the horse, of the bull, of the camel, and of the ass, and of all the beasts that shall be in these tents, as this plague. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the feast of tabernacles. And it shall be that whoso will not come up of all the families of those unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even unto them shall be no rain. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague where with the Lord will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacles. This shall be the punishment of Egypt, and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacles. In that day shall there be upon the bells of the horses holiness unto the Lord, and the pots in the Lord's house shall be like the bowls before the altar. Yea, every pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be holiness unto the Lord of hosts, and all they that sacrifice shall come and take of them and sheaves therein, and in that day there shall be no more the Canaanite in the house of the Lord of hosts. 스가랴 14장 21절까지 읽어서 스가랴를 모두 다 읽었습니다. 다음은 이제 이 구약성경의 마지막 책인 말라기입니다. 말라기 1장 1절부터 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by 말라기 I have loved you, says the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us, was not so. Jacob's brother says the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord is indignation forever. And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. A son honors his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is my honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Says the Lord of hosts unto you, O priest that despise my name, and ye say, wherein have we despised thy name? Ye offer polluted bread upon mine altar, and ye say, wherein have we polluted thee? In that ye say, the table of the Lord is contemptible, and if ye offer the blind for sacrifice, is it not evil? And if we offer the lame and sick, is it not able? Offer it now unto thy governor. Will he be pleased with thee, or accept thy person? Says the Lord of hosts. And now I pray you, beseech God, that He will be gracious unto us. This has been by your means. Will He regard your persons, says the Lord of hosts? Who is there even among you that would shut the doors for naught, neither do ye kinder fire on mine altar for naught? I have no pleasure in you, says the Lord of hosts. Neither will I accept an offering at your hand. For from the rising of the sun even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles, and in every place incense shall be offered unto my name, and for offering for my name shall be great among the heathen, says the Lord of hosts. But ye have profaned it in that ye say, the table of the Lord is polluted, and the polluted thereof, even his meat is contemptible. He said also build what worldliness is it, and he have a son of food at it. Says the Lord of hosts, and he brought that which was torn, and the lamb, and the sick, those he brought an offering. Should I accept this of your hand, says the Lord. Be cursed, be the deceiver, which has in his plug a male, and vows and sacrifice unto the Lord a corrupt thing. For I am a great king, says the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. And now, ye priests, this commandment is for you. If ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name, says the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessings. Yeah, I have cursed them already, because ye do not lay it to heart. Behold, I will corrupt your seed, and spread down upon your faces, even the down upon your solemn peace, and one shall take you away with it. And ye shall know that I have sent this commandment unto you, that my covenant might be with Levi, says the Lord of hosts. My covenant was with him about life and peace, and I gave them to him for the fear wherewith he feared me, and was afraid before my name. The law of truth was in his mouth, and in equality was not found in his lips. He worked with me in peace and equality, and did turn many away from iniquity. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth, for he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts. But ye departed out of the way. Ye have caused the many to stumble at the law. Ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi, says the Lord of hosts. Therefore, have I also made you contemptible and base before all the people, according as ye have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the law. Have we not all one Father? Has not one God created us? Why do we deal treacherously, every man against his brother, by profaning the covenant of our fathers? Judah has dealt treacherously, and an abomination is committed in Israel and in Jerusalem. For Judah has profaned the holiness of the Lord, which he loved, and has married the daughter of a strange God. The Lord will cut off the man that does this, the master, and the soul scorer out of the tabernacles of Jacob and him that offers an offering unto the Lord of hosts, and this have ye done again, covering the altar of the Lord with tears, with weeping, and with crying out in so much that he regards not the offering any more, or receive it with good will at your hand. Yet ye say, wherefore, because the Lord has been a witness between thee and the wife of thy youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously, yet is she thy companion and the wife of thy covenant, and did not he make one, yet had he the residue of the Spirit, and wherefore one that he might seek God's resid. Therefore, take heed to your spirit, and let none deal treacherously against the wife of his youth. For the Lord, the God of Israel, says that he hates putting away for one covers violence with his garment, says the Lord of hosts. Therefore, take heed to your spirit, that ye deal not treacherously. Ye have well uh, lead the Lord with your words, yet ye say, wherein have we here will lead him, when ye say, everyone that does evil is good in the sight of the Lord, and he delights in them, or where is the God of judgment? Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me, and the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to this temple, even the messenger of the covenant whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, says the Lord of hosts. But who may abide the day of his coming, and who shall stand when he appears? For he is like the refiner's fire, and like a fuller's shop, and he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi, and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord an offering in righteousness. Then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be present unto the Lord, as in the days of old, and as in former years. And I will come near to you to judgment, and I will be swift witness against the sorcerers, and against the adulterers, and against the false swindlers, and against those that oppress the hireling in his wages, the widow, and the fatherless, and that turn aside the stranger from his right, and fear not me, says the Lord of hosts. For I am the Lord, I charge not, therefore ye sons and Jacob are not consumed. Even from the days of your fathers, ye are gone away from mine ordinances, and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, says the Lord of hosts. But ye said, wherein shall we return? Will a man love God? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings? Ye curse with a curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bringing all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now herewith, says the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it, and I will rebuke the devourer for your sake, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground, neither shall your vine cast her plant before the time in the field, says the Lord of hosts. And all nations shall call you blessed, for ye shall be a delightsome land, says the Lord of hosts. Your words have been stout against me, says the Lord. Yet ye say, what have we speak so much against thee? Ye have said it is vain to serve God, and what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance, and that we have worked mournfully before the Lord of hosts. And now we call the proud happy, yeah, they that work wickedness are set up, yeah, they that tempt God are even delivered. Then they that fear the Lord speak open, open one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and book about remembrance was written before him for them that fear the Lord, and that sought upon his name, and they shall be mine, says the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spares his own son that serves him. Then shall he return, and the son between the righteous also, and the wicked between him that serves God, and him that serves him not. For behold, the day comes that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that the wicked shall be stubborn, and the day that comes shall burn them up, says the Lord of hosts, that is, shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of righteousness rise with healing in his wings, and he shall go forth and grow up as calves of the store, and he shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the source of your pit in the day that I shall do this, says the Lord of hosts. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Eliah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. 말라기 4장 6절까지 읽었습니다. 이것으로 해서 말라기를 모두 다 읽었습니다. 이상으로 그 구약 성경을 모두 그 영어 성경으로 다 읽었습니다. 구약 성경이 네 권의 책으로 이제 되어 있는데, 처음에는 모세오경, 그 다음에 역사서, 그 다음에 시가서 이렇게 하고, 그 다음에 선지서, 이렇게 네 권의 책으로 되어 있는데, 이 네 권의 책을 다 읽었습니다. 구약 성경을 그 영어 성경 읽기 유튜브를 완독을 했습니다. 자축하겠습니다. 저는 이제 구약 성경을 다 읽었고, 이제 신약 성경으로 넘어가서 이제 신약 성경을 영어 성경으로 읽을 계획입니다. 이것은 이번 유튜브 방송은 여기서 종료를 하고, 다음 유튜브 방송을 준비해서 다음 유튜브 방송에서 이제 신약 성경 마태복음부터 시작을 하겠습니다. 마태, 마가, 누가, 요한복음 이렇게 사복음서니까 신약 성경 처음에 마태복음을 영어 성경으로 다음 방송에서 하도록 하겠습니다. 영어 성경 읽기를 신약으로 넘어가서 계속 하도록 하겠습니다. 아침에 잠깐 그 유튜브를 했는데 47분을 했네요. 시청해 주신 분께 감사드리고 다음 방송에서 다시 인사드리도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다. 오늘도 즐거운 하루 보내시기 바라겠습니다. 안녕히 계세요.